You'll never find another love like mine. One who loves you the way I do. You'll never find as long as you live. I'm here. Come on in. Joke, no joke. Y'all know what it is. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Joke, no joke. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself here, baby. Joke, no joke. I'm in the building. As you can see, make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Tasha Rain in the building. My man Dre in the building. Sticky Finger in the building. Whack on Wood in the building. What up? Yes, sir. I'm good. I'm here. Come one, come all. Come one, come all. Joke, no joke, man. Whew. I've been having to make an adjustment out here. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself here, ladies. But there's no one else. There's no one else but you. New joke. Please hit that like button so the notifications can go out. Because I see they moving slowly. Thank you very much. What is this? Definitely gonna have to do 3 miles today. Spend a minute. Come on in, come on in. I'll get started when I see 100 people. It's kind of noisy over here today. What they got going on? They got something going on over here. There's a lot of people out here today. Choke, no joke. I'm here, man. Today in the Diddy trial. They brought in the guy that Diddy paid off. What they got going on over here? Can't they believe they playing in there? I know it smells like horse manure. Oh, it's Cub Camp. That's what it is. It's like the Boy Scouts. That's what's going on out here. Choke, no joke. I am in the building. Y'all already know. It is hot out here. I want to see how this works. Put comments on the stage. Let's see how that works. Let's see if I can see him come up on the screen. Somebody drop a comment. Let's see how that works. Oh, I can see the little shade part. Oh, there you go. Am I seeing things? Oh, yeah, there they go. They dropping on the screen. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building, baby. Think I'm gonna go do me some push-ups. some pull-ups. I guess the notifications are starting to go out. It's so nice out here today, man. Feel good. Let's go, let's go. Shout out to Ultramagnetic MCs. Cool Keith said J. All right. Hung out with them last night. Said G was over here blowing my mind with a lot of information that I ain't know about, which is, man, it was a deep conversation. But he shouldn't have got me started, because I'm going to be blowing Said G phone up. Man, he got some knowledge that I haven't heard from anybody I know. And he was showing me the receipts to back up what he was saying. But man, I can't build on it to enlighten y'all on it because I don't know too much about it. And y'all not gonna tell me, Choke, you don't know what you're talking about. So some of y'all may know, so I may be speaking out of line when it comes to that. But let me sit here for a minute and build with the gods and the goddesses. Yeah. I like the fact that they put this bench here. All right. Choke no joke, y'all know what it is. Shout out to my moderators in the building. Okay, now I have to check and see who's in the building. Okay. Who in the building? Mickey, you made it. All right. Sleepy Montana in the building. What up? AP, what up? H-Town in the building. What up, LJ? CC Crippen is here. Walk on Wood. My man Chuck in the building. Who else in the building? Leslie's here. What up, Leslie? Henry X in the building. No relation to Malcolm. My girl Michelle Frizzy here, as she always is. That's the homie. Let me get centered over here. Ugh. Thanks, Mickey. I appreciate it. Andrew Brown in the building. What up? Truth be told, you already know. So, can I edit the title? Maybe not. I don't want to. Sound like Gene Deal. Sound like Reggie. Y'all see Gene Squirrel back at the courthouse? Nigga, Gene went to the courthouse with a pit bull, yo. Hey, yo, I done seen it all, bro. Yo, this dude, Gene Deal, went to Diddy trial today, and they said this fool went up there with a pit bull, bro. Come on, man. Yo, what is we doing out here, man? What's my man name? I think it's Denot. He was at, you a fool. Hey, Denot, did they let you press charges on Gene Squirrel? Huh? Yo, you is a fool and a half, bro. You be having me cracking up. Hey, yo, y'all. Gene went to the court today with a pit bull, yo. I'm not making this. Well, I ain't see it, but I heard more than one person report on it. That Gene came to court with a pit bull, bro. With a pit bull. Yo, bro. I guess he figured he can't bring his gun. So he gonna come with a dog to keep the people away from him. Yo, chill. I can't wait to see if there gotta be some footage. It has to be some footage of this fool. Man. Gene went to the goddamn courthouse with a pit bull. Bro. Well, you know them old saying. I don't know if y'all say this in y'all city, but in New York, in the Bronx, we say, nigga, if you're scared, get a dog. Sleepy Montana in the building, what up? Kendall Parks, what up? Yeah, I know he talking about Suge too. I see him. Y'all see how they all telling on each other, right? Yo, Suge, it wasn't me. Gene is the biggest bitch that I seen ever. To be that big and be that big of a bitch, like, that nigga he is a big bitch. Like, I ain't never seen a bigger bitch than that nigga. Like, Jesus Christ, nigga. Even King Kong for Godzilla, this nigga is a big bitch, right? Man, nigga Choke was talking to Suge. That nigga can't hold fucking spit. That nigga talk, spit, or fly right out his mouth. That nigga can't hold no type of nothing. So now, being that Gene Squirrel, the big bitch, Suge said him and Reggie is friends. How is he not, you and Reggie not friends now? Now Reggie ain't your friend because y'all fell out. Nigga, I was your friend till we fell out, right? So, yo, Suge, man, I ain't get to, now look at these niggas' lives, right? Reggie said, G said he didn't meet Reggie until about 5 years ago, right? That would make that 2020. We're in 2025. Reggie says he met Gene in about 2015. Why these niggas ain't got their story together? Right? Then Gene says on his channel, man, my man from Detroit, he hooked us up, but I ain't gonna say his name. This is what makes Gene the bitch he is, right? And for all you niggas talking about, yo, why don't you say it in his face? Why don't you go up to the courthouse and say it? Why don't you fight him? Nigga, why don't you set it up? Why don't you get this boxer promoter nigga, the white boy, I can't think of his name, that's setting up the Cuban link fight and all that. Why don't y'all get him to set it up and for us to get in the ring? Since you keep thinking I'm scared. And I'm not gonna don't ask Shannon Briggs and ask Peter Guns, did I get them to try to set up the fight with me and Gene? Ask him. So all you punk mother effers that's scared of him because of his height, okay? If y'all niggas think he really knocked the knot out in the courtroom, I told y'all that was a lie. How he knocked this nigga out and this nigga ain't got a scratch on him? Not a scratch, not a blemish, not no swelling nowhere, and y'all just believe anything that these people report. And if you think that fool is going to put his hands on somebody in a federal court building, you're less intelligent than anybody that's in this goddamn chat right now. To be running around talking about he knocked out somebody in a federal court building. You think that scary dude is trying to go to jail? And you think he's trying to go and be in a jail where Diddy is at? Where Diddy can spread his money around? Y'all believe anything, bro. Y'all believe anything. Think he putting his head, like, he wouldn't even put his hands on him outside the courtroom unless he was attacked first. He's not just gonna run up on nobody on no federal courthouse with 100 cameras out there and knock somebody out, yet alone inside the building. And y'all believe it. It's okay to be a fan of somebody, but don't be stupid. Now let's get back to this BS. He gets up here and he says he didn't meet Reggie until 5 years ago. 5 years ago, right? Reggie is saying he met him about 10 years ago. Which one of y'all, who do y'all believe? Because they both liars, right? But I'm willing to bet that Reggie timeline is closer to when they started building than Gene's. Because Gene's a super liar, right? I know this for a fact because I seen him make up lies about me. I seen him make up lies about my mother. So I know this nigga's a super liar, right? So this is the bitch in him, right? Now Reggie goes, when was it? In the last few days, Reggie addresses Suge talking about him and Gene was friends, right? But Reggie tells how him and Gene met, right? Reggie said, yo, the dude from Detroit, what he said his name was? It was something with an E. I think it was something with an E. I can't think of the dude name, right? But Reggie says, yo, I met Gene through so-and-so, right? And he says the dude named from Detroit, he hooked him up. And him and Gene was going to do business together. That's a fact, right? Now, Gene addresses Suge days ago, and he says, yo, man, you know, I met Reggie through a dude from Detroit. You know what I mean? My man, but I ain't gonna say his name. We all know the more you pay, the more Gene say, right? The more you pay, the more Gene say. That nigga, the art of dialogue, been feeding Gene so much dollars that nigga shit don't make sense no more. The art of dialogue that fed Gene so much motherfucking dollars that this nigga shit do not make sense anymore at all, right? So now Gene goes on the art of dialogue and he says, man, I ain't meet Reggie till about 5 years ago. And, you know, this dude from Detroit, he hooked us up. You know what? F it. I'm going to say his name. I'm going to say his name. Bro, you just said a few days ago, yo, I ain't going to say the nigga name, but my man from Detroit, he hooked us up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say his name. The art of dialogue come, here, nigga, take some more money, nigga. Stuffing dollars in his mouth until his shit makes sense. Right? That nigga, shing. His name is shing. Nigga just shitting out change. Shing. His name is God damn. And he tells the dude name on the art of dialogue, right? And then gonna tell it, and then gonna say to the dude, then he gonna say, yo, man, I'm gonna say the nigga name. Yo, and I don't care if you get mad. Yo, homeboy, I keep telling all y'all niggas out there, don't tell Gene nothing. The nigga can't hold his teeth in his mouth. The nigga's a big bitch. I keep telling y'all that. Oh man, nigga choke over there talking to shit. Nigga can't hold shit. So here go the art of dialogue again. Feeding them dollars till his shit makes sense. Nigga, who told Gene? Who hooked y'all up? Here, nigga. Art of dialogue be throwing money on that nigga like a stripper. Here, ho. Get up here and talk, ho. Yeah, ho. Keep talking, ho. Here, ho. He be making it rain on Gene ass. Ho, go ahead, ho. Bust it over. Bring your knees, ho. Touch your knees, ho. How that song go? Bend over. Touch your knees. Bend over, ho. How that song go? Touch your knees. Bend over. Touch your knees. Like, damn, what song is that? Bend over. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. That's Gene. Big nigga busting it open. Our dialogue just like, yo, go ahead, talk, nigga. Talk. Tell, nigga. Tell. Bend over, Gene. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees, Gene. Hands on your knees. Tell. Nigga, yo, nigga. Yeah, my man from Detroit. Yo, fuck you. Man, yo, you just gonna have to be mad at me. Yo, the nigga Eric or whatever the nigga name was, he something. I don't know what the nigga name was. Man, the nigga, yeah, he told me. You know what I'm saying? He the one that hooked me and Reggie up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you just gonna have to be mad. Cause I just got some money thrown on me. Ho nigga. Ho nigga. Nigga, all the dialogue got the money gun. To shooting that shit in Gene mouth. Feeding them dollars till this shit makes sense. That nigga just get up there and just run his mouth. Man, now yeah, I traffic women to Mike Tyson and KG. Keep talking, nigga. Keep talking, ho. Hands on your knees, G. Hands on your knees. Fucking Magic City ass ho. He a Magic City nigga. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Bend over, Gene. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Right? So now he goes and rat this dude out that hooked him and Reggie up. Reggie like, yo, yeah, I met Gene about 2015, 2018. I don't know. It was in the teens. Gene talking about he just met Reggie 5 years ago. Nigga, you're lying. You lying. And why would you be doing business with Reggie? Reggie is a suspect in Biggie's murder. And you would be doing business with this nigga? That makes sense to y'all? For any reason at all, should Gene be doing business with Reggie Wright Jr.? For any reason at all. If he's a suspect in Biggie's murder, and this nigga got big books out, shout out to Choke No Joke for designing his cover, right? That makes sense to y'all? For Eugene Dale to be doing business with Reggie Wright Jr. That makes sense to y'all? This go to show you what this nigga would do for money. Y'all remember that song by Divine Sounds? What people do for money. What Gene will do for money. Right? Him and Gene was Reggie and Gene was gonna do business together. That makes sense to y'all. Okay. Moving on. Now, Reggie says that this is yo, somebody getting ready to go to jail for Tupac and Biggie. Watch. Who want to bet me that Reggie's going to get indicted federally for Tupac or Biggie or both? I'm taking bets. I'm taking bets. I'm taking bets. Anybody want to bet? By the time February come around for the Vegas trial, how many of y'all want to place a wager that Reggie Wright Jr. will be in jail for either Tupac or Biggie, even with his immunity, Queen for a day or his profit? Who want to bet me? You got to February. Watch what I tell you. Now, why is Gene and why is Reggie stories conflicting? Or who tried to hire Reggie Wright Jr. to do security for Big when he was in LA and got killed? Why are they stories conflicting? Right? Now, Reggie says that an Inglewood cop or Inglewood officer came up to death row, came up to the label, and went up there and was like, yo, bad boy looking for some security. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right? And Reggie's like, yo, man, what they coming to me for? They don't know who they asking to do security for them, right? And then Gene says that Paul Orford is the one that went to Reggie and tried to hire Reggie. But you know what they both have in common? Even though Gene is saying Paul's the one that went, and Reggie's saying the dude McDaniels or McDonald's or whatever his name is came to him, what they both have in common is Bad Boy tried to hire Gene, whether it was through Paul or whether it was through this McDaniels or McDonald's or whatever his person name is, right? It don't matter. But the fact is, Bad Boy tried to get Death Row to do security for Biggie. And Gene know it, and Reggie know it, right? Now, there's a dude named Marv, right? He tells me, and take this with a grain of salt, because Marv don't be having his facts right. Shout out to Boss Talk 101. Y'all got to start fact checking Marv a little bit, because he got on y'all goddamn channel and told y'all that Reggie Wright Jr. was not at the Soul Train Awards, and Reggie Wright Jr. did not call the Soul Train Awards ahead of time and speak to a cop and tell him don't let Suge in with them 100 dudes with the P-Funk shirts on because they was going to drag Biggie off the stage and whip him out. Gene tells you that Reggie was there with Suge and Tupac when Diddy ran off. But Marv goes up there and says that Reggie wasn't at the Soul Train Awards. And Reggie wasn't working for Death Row at that time. So Boss Talk 101, y'all gotta start vetting out y'all information when it come to Marv before y'all go and start recording if y'all gonna ask these questions, because y'all losing credibility. Or you can lose credibility. That will ruin your channel to get up there and have somebody say some stuff that Reggie has told his story 100 times. Gene has told this story 100 times. So how could Marv tell y'all that Reggie was not at the Soul Train Awards when that happened? When he was. Now, I ain't gotta like Gene, and I don't have to like Reggie. But I'm always gonna tell the truth. And I'm not gonna lie on them niggas because I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Reggie lies about a lot of stuff. But you gotta know when he's lying, and you gotta know when he's telling the truth. And sometimes you have to research the stuff that Reggie say, because he'll get up there and lie and make up some just out of anger, right? Same thing with Gene. He does the same thing. So you can't take anybody's word or these dudes' word for face value without doing a little research. But some stuff don't need no research when you've been around doing this for a bunch of years, right? Like myself and plenty others. Now, it is a fact that Reggie and Gene know each other, right? What I was gonna say about Marv, now that I gotta take it with a grain of salt, is Marv told me that Reggie and Gene was seen outside the Peterson Museum talking to each other. Now, I'm gonna say I don't believe that, because I don't think either one of them will lie about that, right? But then again, they definitely would lie about it if they had some involvement in Biggie's murder, right? So they would have every reason to lie about that. But I've never heard from anybody that they seen Reggie out in front of the Peterson at that time. And even though Gene remixes the story and lies about giving D-Rock the gun and giving Paul the gun, and then he took the gun back from D-Rock on the way out. Then he took the gun back from Paul on the way out, but then he took the gun back from Paul at the hospital. Gene's a liar, right? His story don't add up. But I'm not going to believe Marv after I see him go up there. Like, his credibility is shot to me. Like, I did believe a lot of his shit before, but now that I see him go up there and say that Reggie wasn't at the Soul Train Awards, now I got his stuff got to be in question. And then I had a conversation with him, and the nigga gonna tell me something that happened didn't happen, and I know for a fact it happened. So now it's like I don't know. When it comes to Marv, I don't know no more. right? Because some that happened between me and him, he told me it didn't happen. And I know for a fact that it happened. So, and then I know for a fact damn, I don't know if y'all can even hear me now. And I can't see the goddamn comments. Let me just make sure. Hold on, y'all. So that's that, right? But the fact is, Reggie and Gene were cool. The fact is, Reggie and Gene were going to do business together. Well, they already did business together because Gene was on Bond first, right? Do y'all think Little C's would ever go on Bond first or do a show with Reggie? Do y'all think that D-Rock would ever do a show with Reggie? How about Little Kim? Do you? Do you ever think that Roger Bonds would do a show with Reggie? This goes to show you what type of character Gene has. Gene don't have no character. Gene don't have no integrity. Everything with Gene is about a dollar. This nigga won't even do an interview unless you pay him. Everything with him is about a dollar. It ain't about no justice for Big. It is about a dollar with this dude. Everything is about a dollar with this dude, right? Just like he wasn't going to tell who the guy was that hooked him up with Reggie until the art of dialogue made it rain on the nigga. Until he bust his knees open. That's why a nigga walk like that. From all them art of dialogue dollars, that nigga be busting it open. Right? So, and the fact that the nigga is a clout chaser. Why is he going to the courthouse? For attention, right? You already sent Diddy to jail. When I said you sent Diddy to jail, you said no, you didn't. And I'm going to play that live that I did with him so y'all can see how this nigga character really is from back then to now. Yo, Choke, don't be saying that. I ain't got nothing to do with Diddy going to jail. Don't be saying that. And now what is he doing? I sent him to jail. I did it. I'm going to the courtroom to look him in his face. No, you going to look him in his face like, see? You should have paid me that money that I was trying to extort you for, allegedly. Yeah, nigga, I'm up in here to look at you. Yeah, you should have gave me the money. I told you I was going to fucking get you locked up, nigga. Right? Allegedly. Right? Foul ass nigga. What is this nigga doing business with Reggie for, y'all? That ain't strange to none of y'all? That's not strange. This nigga sit there act like he loved Big and he loved Miss Wallace, this, that, and other. But you was doing shows with the nigga who was the #1 suspect in Biggie's murder. That's integrity to y'all? I don't even understand how this nigga got 5 subscribers. How can anybody be subscribed to Gene when he's over there doing business with the people that allegedly got Biggie killed? If you believe the Poochie story, right? Wouldn't that been, then that means that Death Row killed Biggie? If you believe the Poochie story? And Gene is doing business with Reggie? And let's not forget, when Biggie died, him and Reggie was not friends. When Biggie died, him and Reggie was beefing. Biggie told nigga, yo, I'll get Tone and D-Rock to hold you down while Little C's get his ish off. Yo, Puff, this nigga's high. I need more security. This police nigga is a drug addict. He's high. I need more security, Puff. This nigga's high. Yo, Puff, that nigga wrote Little Kim and Junior Mafia stuff. What? You did what? Say it, Big. You did it? Say it. Say it. Puff and Big didn't speak for 3 days. Biggie didn't want to hang with Puff. Gene says D-Rock convinced Big to go out. Gene is out here trying to insinuate D-Rock set up Biggie to get killed. He's trying to spin it and put it on D-Rock. No, you the nigga that got Puff mad at him. D-Rock was about to hold you down, nigga. How many times have y'all seen D-Rock with Gene since Big died? Why didn't Gene go to Biggie's funeral? Why y'all not asking that? I know people that interviewed Gene and asked him that, and Gene flipped on niggas. Yo, don't be asking me that. Y'all don't notice there's not an interview anywhere out here where anyone asking Gene, why didn't you go to Biggie's funeral? Y'all didn't notice that? Get in his comments. Ask him why didn't he go to Biggie's funeral? Why didn't he go to Miss Wallace's funeral? You telling me the nigga could fucking leave St. Louis to fly to Diddy's trial, but he couldn't fly to pay his respects to Miss Wallace? Cause he knew D-Rock was gonna be there. He knew Little C's was gonna be there. He knew Little Kim was gonna be there. He knew the mafia was gonna be there. And y'all stupid ass niggas on his channel. He got the dumbest ass subscribers thinking he's supporting Biggie. You tell me this nigga could leave St. Louis to go to Diddy's trial But he couldn't buy a ticket to go to Miss Wallace's funeral, and y'all jacking that? He could leave St. Louis and go to Diddy's trial. But he couldn't go to Biggie's funeral? He could sit down and write 2 books about Biggie's death. This dude could put him on the, and y'all talking about, oh man, Miss Wallace gave him her blessings. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Miss Wallace didn't mess with Gene. She got ambushed on the phone with this nigga. And little do Gene knows, you know what? I can't even say that. I'm not going to even say that. I can't even say that. I can't reveal that. Miss Wallace knew Gene was full of shit. So when the dude ambushed her on the phone and said, oh, I'm on the phone, he called her. Gene is on the live with him. Gene didn't call Miss Wallace. This nigga ambushed her on the phone. She's an elderly lady, but intelligent. She knows she's being recorded. What would you do? Yeah, Gene. Keep doing your thing, Gene. Oh, y'all heard her? Miss Wallace gave me a blessing. She said, keep doing your thing, Gene. That ain't no fucking blessing. That's a curve, nigga. That is called a curve. And y'all telling me, how smart are y'all? Y'all telling me this nigga could go and leave St. Louis and buy a ticket to go back to New York for the Diddy trial, but he couldn't go to Miss Wallace's funeral? I'll talk to D-Rock. Me and D-Rock is cool. You're lying. Get D-Rock to come on your channel. You and D-Rock is cool. Get D-Rock to come on your channel and do an interview with you. I'll give you $1,000 if that nigga show up on your channel. I'll contribute to the interview. You pay the difference. I will cash app you $1,000 to get D-Rock on your channel. I bet you ain't got he won't take any amount of money from you to get on your channel and talk about the night Big got killed. Make it happen. You ain't even gotta speak to me. I see the nigga up there. You'll see a donation come in your super chat or your cash app. You ain't gotta speak to me. Get D-Rock on your channel. You and D-Rock cool? Get him on your channel. We'll wait. Y'all telling me this nigga could go to Puffy's trial, but he couldn't make it to Miss Wallace's funeral? Them motherfucking Junior Mafia niggas would have washed his ass up out there. That's why he didn't show up. So, I was out of town. Nigga, you was out of town when the Diddy trial started. How did you make it home for the Diddy trial, but you couldn't make it home for Miss Wallace's funeral? And y'all be jacking that. Just like the stupid ass people in the comments about Gene's story never changed. Gene's been consistent. Are y'all retarded? This nigga made it to Diddy's trial but couldn't go to the big mother funeral? So I was out of town. Nigga, you was out of town for Diddy's trial. But your ass is making it to this courthouse every fucking week. But you can't pay the respects to the dead? You made money off her son. You still getting cash apps for books off her son. But you couldn't. How many times have you donated to his kids off them books? Not once, have you? CJ, did Gene ever give you money? Tiana, Gene ever give you money off them books? No. Did he send flowers to the funeral? No. But he could go to the courthouse. To look Puff in the face and say, I told you, nigga, I was going to get you locked up. Allegedly. Yo, man. I know everybody don't have the intellectual level of a lot of people. And some people are just fans, right? But pay attention to people by their actions. The nigga can make it to the courthouse, but he couldn't make it to that woman's funeral. He could make it to the courthouse to see Puff go to jail, but he couldn't make it to Big's funeral. And everybody that asks him, yo, why didn't you show up to Biggie's funeral? He gets irate. You don't be asking me that. That's what Choke is. You getting that from Choke. Yeah, they getting it from me. Nigga, I keep saying it on the internet. Why didn't you go to this funeral? Guilt. You couldn't look at that dead body, could you, nigga? Run the next 3 lights, Kenny. Leave that nigga big. And then you hold Chad's secret that he was sitting there watching the whole shit and did nothing. Run the next 3 lights, Kenny. Leave that nigga. He told Diddy I was getting high. He put my job on the line. Hey, it's cute doggies.
Yeah, they're naughty though.
She got 2 little boxes. Leave that nigga, Kenny. Now, let me move on real quick. As y'all know, the Undercover Gay Nigga Awards is coming up. They pulling out all the undercover gay motherfuckers to try to make this award show during Pride Month. Y'all don't notice every goddamn year the BET Awards is during Pride Month? Now that y'all see that Diddy is locked up and all the stuff is coming out and dudes like Jonathan Odie telling you that these dudes is gay, he was there. Jonathan Odie was there. He was having sex with them. He was Cassie's sex worker. He's the one that told y'all that Rick Ross and Khaled and all them niggas is allegedly gay. I don't doubt nothing that man say, because everything that nigga said fucking over 5 years ago came true. And talking to people recently, people that been in the game longer than me, nigga, if y'all heard all this stuff that was going on in the 80s and how all these niggas is gay and was turning niggas out, yo, my nigga, this industry is sicker than I thought. All these executives, man, all these, yo, man. And it's crazy to me because I've been telling this for the last 25 years, right? On how these dudes been trying to sleep with me and they've been stifling my career because I was a homosexual. Now I know that to be a fact. I know that to be a fact. That all these executives been screwing all of my peers and people that I came up in just for them to move on and elevate in the industry. I know that to be a fact now. Soon as you get some type of level of fame or success or following where you can get your followers or your fans to do certain things, they are trying to recruit you to go through that door. Them 2 doors that Nori was talking about. You see Nori stop talking about them doors, right? When he doubled back and he came around his second opportunity around, what'd he do? That nigga got down with Revolt, right? And Dream Champs blew through the roof. And now, do he talk about Diddy bad or anything? Is he reporting on it? No. Jadakiss and Fat Joe got a podcast right now. What's the hottest topic in hip hop? The Diddy trial, right? Did these niggas do one episode talking about Diddy? No. Why do you think? Yo, it is a strong underground code of undercover gay executives and niggas in this industry. And a lot of y'all gonna see them right on the goddamn BET Award. I'm already seeing the promos for all the motherfucking gay motherfuckers out here, undercover gay people doing these promos already. And now that I know what I know, the Clive Davises allegedly, the Andre Harrell's allegedly, and I gotta say allegedly because I wasn't in the room. The Leo Cohen's allegedly, like, yo, my nigga. The conversations that I had, the shit is a mental breakdown of our masculinity just to be in the room with these people. And the fucked up shit is, all these people know it and nobody's saying nothing. Why? Because they don't want their fucking careers to suffer any more than they're suffering already. Or they don't want to be outed as they fucking gave into that shit. Man, I can't wait, man. It's like, I hope before I leave this earth, man, that somebody One of these people is a LL Cool J, a Jay Z, uh, uh, a Beyonce, a Will Smith. I wish one of these people will have the nerve, the heart to come out and tell y'all that this shit exists. And it gave me some type of sanity. Because I felt like niggas thought I was lying. Like niggas trying to make me look like I'm crazy. But now that I spoke to these people more recently, these veterans, and niggas ran down the whole game to me and all these people, it's a wicked game out here, man. How many of y'all seen Quincy Jones' funeral? Y'all do know Quincy Jones supposed to be dead, right? Y'all remember Quincy Jones' funeral? Quincy Jones' funeral was just as big as Jeffrey Epstein's funeral. Y'all know how big Quincy Jones is to the hip hop and black community, R&B community? How many of y'all saw Quincy Jones' funeral? Was it bigger than Aretha Franklin's? Who had a bigger funeral, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, or Quincy Jones? Or Jeffrey Epstein? How many of y'all watched the Quincy Jones funeral? Oh, you thinking, huh? I'm gonna go this way. Ask some of your favorite celebrities, how was Quincy Jones' funeral? Ask them who funeral was bigger, Quincy Jones or Jeffrey Epstein's? Who funeral was bigger, Aretha Franklin's or Quincy Jones's? I know some of y'all like, yo, this I'm telling you, man, this game is tricknology. Shit, it be going on right in front of your face, and some of y'all are just so much of fans that you don't you don't pay attention to what's going on. Now, man, all of my peers, y'all gotta remember, I got 30 years in this industry professionally, and I've been around it before I got in it. So, and then a lot of these people in hip hop, they grew up in our neighborhoods. Christopher Williams is from my projects, right? I'll be showing them right up the street in Mount Vernon, right? Uptown Records. When I tell y'all, For the last 25 years, I've been sitting here telling y'all there's a secret gay cult in this industry. And if you don't let these men F on you, or these women, if they don't become gay, you're not going to break through the ceiling. You're not going to be multi-million. You're not going to be able to get the money and think that you're going to be out here saving your people. Somebody needs to blow the lid off of this. And it can't be a nigga like me, because y'all not going to believe it from me. It got to be a Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a Will Smith. It got to be a Diddy. It got to be a Beyonce. It got to be a Alicia Keys. It got to be a Clive Davis. It got to be a Leo Cohen. It got to be one of these people of that caliber that tells y'all, yo, what he's telling you is the truth, but they can't do it because it's a secret society, right? So they're never going to be able to be the ones that do it, or they're going to lose their lives, right? So hearing it from me is not validated unless you know me personally, to know my character, to tell you that I'm not going to be making up no bullshit like this, to tell you that that's the crazy shit that's going on. You need a person like a Candy Burris. You need a person like a Usher Raymond. A Michael B. Jordan. A Kevin Hart. A Keke Palmer. A Jamie Foxx. You need these type of caliber of people to tell you that there is a underground or secret society or a cult within the music industry that are filled with gay and bisexual people, that if you participate in these activities with them and hold these secrets, that it will elevate your career, right? This is why you get all these type of people that support the gay community and this, that, and the other. It ain't that they supporting the community. It's because they are a part of the community and they are a part of something more. This is why a lot of them don't fuck with me. Why? Because I tell the truth and you cannot tell the truth. So they're not going to experience, they're not going to tell you what the real deal is. But the fucked up shit is a lot of people careers suffer. A lot of people careers suffer because they don't succumb to that. And they never going to fucking tell you the truth. They're going to die with it. But a lot of talented people, careers have been stifled because they didn't succumb to their weirdness. Look at all the stuff that Diddy was doing, right? Look at all the stuff Diddy was doing that's coming out in this trial. If I told y'all that Diddy was letting Cassie sleep with other men right in front of him while he's beating off, would you believe me? You would have said no. When this dude Jonathan Odie was up there telling you that Rick Ross and DJ Khaled was gay and Diddy was gay, y'all didn't believe it, did y'all? They got him looking like he crazy because he shot up in the Trump hotel just to get the attention for the police to listen to him. That nigga got me thinking Tupac alive. Because he said Tupac not dead, he in Cuba. And I'm like, man, this nigga tripping. But damn, but everything else he said came true. Nobody got to see Tupac body fucking in a coffin. They just told me, yo, we got some ashes here for you. I'm not saying Pac is alive, but goddamn, this Jonathan Odie nigga, bang. So I want to leave y'all on this note with the Rodent Rat Jr., Reggie, right? Reggie, you said that now y'all niggas is calling Suge gay, and you said, oh, nigga, Suge peed in his bed on his wedding night. I don't know what's embarrassing about peeing in your bed on your wedding night, because possibly, if that was true, nigga got so pissy drunk, he could have peed in the bed, right? But I don't believe that's true, right? But since Reggie, you so cool with Sharita, his wife, you brought on Marv James, you brought Sharita on your channel before. Bring Sharita on and have her say that Suge pissed in the bed on their wedding night. That's your homegirl. That shouldn't be an easy task. That's like you getting Whack on there talking about Suge and Tupac. That's like you getting Marv James to come up there and co-sign this gay shit. Get Sharita on there and say that Suge peed the bed, nigga. Do it. We'll be waiting. But I know one thing. I know some niggas that did an interview with you when you had the hospital bed in front of the TV, and they had to pick you up to do the interview, and you shitted on yourself right there as they picked you up to put you in the wheelchair. Am I lying? Am I lying? Niggas picked you up and you was like, they started looking at niggas like, did they hear that? Yeah, they heard it. You talking about a man peed in the bed on his wedding night. What about when niggas took you out the bed to put you in the chair to do the interview and you shitted on yourself? Tell that story. Shitty. That's not true? Niggas ain't pick you up to put you in the chair and you shitting all over yourself and was stinking up the house during the interview? Because niggas was not changing your pamper. They sat there and let you do a shitty interview, right? But we'll be waiting for you to bring Sharita on and say that Suge pissed in the bed. Since you bringing Ray J on and all these dudes and Suge is gay now, nigga, how was he all this time you was rocking with him and he was gay? So what are you? And I know you getting ready to get locked up. You stupid. You said, Suge said he got a 45 bullet sketched in his, etched in his skull, right? You said Suge lying. He ain't got no 45 bullet in his head. It was a 40. How the fuck you know? The shooter told you he used a 40 and not a 45? How do you know that Suge got a 40 bullet sketched in his skull when the doctors told him it was a 45? How would you know he got shot with a 40 if you wasn't there? You so stupid. Nigga, they coming for you. I guarantee it. told Suge, nigga, you got shot with a 40, not a 45. How would you know that? Since day one, Suge always say he had a 45 bullet etched in his skull. You telling the nigga he got shot with a 40. How would you know that? You said Suge held Pac as a shield. How would you know that? Damn, nigga, you been talking to the shooters, haven't you? Yeah, you have. Choke no joke. I'm gone.